My beloved child, I call out to you with a heart full of tender love, urging you to pause and listen to the gentle whisper of my voice. For I am the Lord your God, and I have never once turned my face away from you. In every breath you take, know that I am beside you, waiting for you to lean on me and trust me more deeply. I understand the yearnings within your heart, the unspoken worries and trembling concerns that weigh you down, and I offer you my comforting embrace. Do not lose hope when storms arise, because I am here, guiding each step you take, sheltering you under my wings. Rest in this truth: you are never alone, for I am always with you, and I promise to stay by your side in steadfast love forever. I see every tear that falls from your eyes, and I hold them as precious tokens of your honest struggles, for you are the delight of my heart, cherished beyond measure. Believe me when I say that your existence is not by chance, because I formed you in my image with purpose and intention. Let your faith soar beyond the confines of doubt, for I delight in leading you toward new horizons filled with blessings. Do not shrink back in fear when challenges appear daunting, for I have already paved a path of victory for you to walk upon. Embrace my promise with confidence, for I will strengthen you in every moment, unveiling a glorious destiny ahead. You may question the magnitude of my love, wondering if it truly is as profound as some say, yet I assure you, my love surpasses every border and boundary, reaching the farthest corners of your soul. I have seen the lonely nights when you longed for someone to hear your silent cries, and I have been there, whispering hope into the darkness. Do not be ashamed of your weakness, for in your moments of fragility, my power is made perfect, illuminating your path with grace. Remember that nothing can separate you from my affection, not your past missteps, nor your present hardships, nor your future uncertainties. Take heart in this unshakable truth, for I will love you with an everlasting devotion that never fades. I formed you with my own hands, knitting each strand of your being long before you took your first breath in this world, and I did so with purposeful care, ensuring that there is no accident in who you are. I celebrate every moment you draw near to me, just like a shepherd rejoices when a lost sheep returns to safety. Be aware that your value in my eyes is profound, akin to a radiant jewel that I hold dear, for I see beyond your outward circumstances and straight into your heart. No matter how overlooked or underappreciated you may feel, my child, you carry my image within you, bearing a divine spark that fills me with delight. So trust this reality. I call you my own, and I will guide you toward a future brimming with hope. I also know the heaviness that burdens your mind when life's pressures seem too great to bear, the weight that keeps you awake in the still hours of the night, wondering how tomorrow will unfold. Let me carry those cares, for my strength is immeasurable, and I want nothing more than to see you stand tall with confidence in my promise. Do not allow the waves of anxiety to toss your heart back and forth, but rest in my sovereignty, for I have the power to calm every raging sea. Instead of surrendering to fear, call out my name and watch as I deliver you from the turmoil that threatens to overwhelm your soul. Take hold of my hand and believe that I will not let you stumble, because I am forever faithful to sustain you. Sometimes the adversities you face might make you wonder if you have wandered too far from my sight, but I assure you that I never lose track of those who belong to me. Just as a father eagerly waits to embrace a child returning home, my arms are open wide to receive you, regardless of the distance you feel. Do not linger in shame or regret. Rather, step forward in faith, trusting that my grace is sufficient for every error and mistake. I am your constant refuge and dwelling place, ready to shield you from condemnation and lift you onto higher ground. Look ahead with renewed hope, for I am already orchestrating triumph where you once saw defeat. In the hardships that test your resolve, Allow me to be your unyielding fortress, for I am your defense, strong and unwavering. I understand that pain can carve deep furrows in your heart, making you feel as though you are fighting your battles alone. But let these words sink into your soul. You are not alone in the fight, and I will never abandon you to the cruelties of the world. Turn your eyes upon me when you feel exhausted, and I will restore your vigor, giving you courage to press on through the thickest storms. Confidently stride into the future, knowing that I stand beside you as both your guardian and guide. Above all, I long for you to sense my nearness every day, to remember that my presence is not a distant, fleeting thing, but an ever-present reality that breathes life into your spirit. I reside in your most intimate moments, rejoicing when your heart aligns with mine and offering comfort when sorrow visits your doorstep. Reach for me when the shadows lengthen, and I will illuminate your path, dispelling the darkness that seeks to dishearten you. My child, do not doubt my steadfast commitment, for I promise never to withhold my mercy and grace from your life. Trust in this unbreakable covenant, for I stand ready to flood your days with renewed strength and unwavering hope. Let my voice echo in your heart when the noise of the world becomes deafening, for my wisdom transcends all human understanding, offering clarity in the midst of confusion. When you feel pulled in every direction by the demands of life, pause and recall that I am the anchor that steadies your soul, calling you to rest in my unwavering faithfulness. Trust that I know your needs even before you utter them, and believe that my hand is at work, orchestrating blessings that will amaze you. Do not surrender to despair, because I am weaving something beautiful out of your trials, something you will soon behold with gratitude and wonder. So stand firm, confident in my word, for I will never let you slip from my loving grasp. I speak to you with a compassionate heart, urging you to open yourself more fully to the wonders I have set before you, so that your life may shine as a testament to my love. Recognize that every breath you take is a gift, every sunrise a reminder that my mercies are new each morning, and every challenge an opportunity to witness my power. Do not resist the stirring of my spirit, for when you yield to me, you will experience greater grace than you ever thought possible. Instead of harboring doubt, allow your heart to sing praises, trusting me to be your provider and deliverer in every circumstance. Know this for certain: I have placed my favor upon you, and I will finish the good work I began in you. There is no mountain too high, no valley too deep, and no darkness too consuming that can keep me from reaching you, for my hand is never too short to save. Even in the moments when you feel lost or isolated, I am there, calling you to draw nearer, whispering that you should never lose sight of my guiding presence. Remember that I parted seas for my children in ages past, fed them in barren deserts, and quenched their thirst with miraculous provision, and I remain the same God today. Do not think your obstacles are too immense for me to overcome, for I delight in displaying my might when all hope seems gone. So rest in my eternal power, for I am more than able to do exceedingly beyond your wildest dreams. I know how the burdens of the world can weigh upon your shoulders, making you question your worth, your abilities, and your future. But let me affirm your value. You are not defined by the opinions of others, nor by your limitations, but by my eternal love that covers every part of your being. Surrender those self-doubts to me, and watch as I transform them into a renewed sense of identity, rooted in my truth and sealed by my promises. Do not give in to discouragement, for I see your struggles, and I stand ready to exchange your anxiety for peace, your heaviness for joy, and your weariness for strength. Lift your chin and press forward, confident that I have a plan to prosper you, not to harm you. My beloved child, I am intimately aware of the loneliness you sometimes feel, the sense that no one truly understands the weight you carry, or the dreams you hold close to your heart. In those moments, recall that I am the one who formed those very dreams within you, planting seeds of destiny that are uniquely yours to nurture. Even when people fail to recognize your potential, I see it clearly, and I am committed to walking with you through every season, guiding you toward the fulfillment of my purpose. Do not let rejection or misunderstanding snuff out the brilliance of your calling, for I have set you apart for something extraordinary. Believe in my promise. I will never leave you wandering, for I am your forever companion, leading you onward with boundless love. When shame tries to grip your heart, reminding you of past faults or present missteps, let my forgiveness reign instead, for I have already poured out my grace upon you. I do not hold grudges, nor do I delight in watching you suffer under the weight of guilt. Release your regrets into my hands and see how I turn them into lessons that strengthen your character, fortify your faith, and bring you closer to my heart. It does not matter how many times you have stumbled, because my mercy is ever greater, restoring hope and breathing life into what once felt broken. Trust me to redeem your story, for I specialize in transforming ashes into beauty, sorrow into praise, and despair into joy. Allow me to speak to the deepest corners of your soul, where unspoken fears sometimes linger, stifling your courage and thwarting your progress. Hear me say this: do not fear the unknown, because I am already present in every moment of your future, lighting your path and removing obstacles that threaten to block your way. Instead of running from possibility, run toward me, for I am the wellspring of wisdom and boldness you need to embrace all that I have in store. Even when you feel ill-equipped, trust that my spirit within you is your source of ability, empowering you beyond your natural limits. Rest assured, I have mighty plans for you, and you will not fail under my guidance. In the midst of chaos, remember that I am the calm at the center of every storm, and I beckon you to draw near so you can experience the stillness of my presence. When the clamor of distractions grows overwhelming and anxiety contends for your heart, I offer a holy hush that silences every fear. Let my words wash over you like a soothing stream, renewing your mind and refreshing your spirit, reminding you that you are held in my gentle embrace. Do not let the turbulence around you dictate the posture of your soul, for I call you to rest secure in my unchanging love. Take courage from this promise. I will anchor you when the winds rage, and I will bring you safely to the shores of peace. You may wonder if your prayers truly matter, if I hear your whispered confessions and your fervent cries for help when shadows loom large. Know this: every petition you raise reaches my throne, and I treasure them as expressions of your trust, a fragrant offering rising before me. Do not grow weary in seeking me, for my timing and methods may be different from yours, but they are always perfect, fashioned to bring forth a testimony of my faithfulness. Resist the lie that suggests you must have all the right words or flawless faith. Come just as you are, and I will show you my power made perfect in your weakness. Place your faith in my unwavering heart, for I am the God who hears and responds with compassion. Even in the trials that feel never-ending, trust that I have already mapped out a route to victory, seeing far beyond your present reality. My ways may be higher than your ways, but this is not to confuse you. Rather, it is to assure you that I work with infinite wisdom, weaving every detail for your ultimate good. If your circumstances seem bleak, remember how I brought my people through the desert, providing manna from heaven and water from the rock, reminding them that their survival depended on my provision. Such miracles are not confined to ancient stories. My power is alive today, waiting to be revealed in your life when you trust in me. Therefore, keep believing, for I am the God who transforms the impossible into a vibrant new dawn. When you stumble under the heaviness of life's burdens, look up, for I am reaching out, eager to lift you up and place you on the solid ground of my truth. Let me alleviate the strain on your soul, reminding you that I am strong enough to carry every worry that weighs you down. Do not strive to handle everything on your own, for you were never meant to fight these battles in isolation. Instead, allow me to partner with you, infusing you with perseverance and hope. Together, we will overcome the valleys of despair and the mountains of adversity, pressing forward into a land flowing with the richness of my promises. Take heart in this assurance. You need only to lay down your burdens before me, and I will give you rest. In moments when doubt lingers at the edges of your heart, threatening to choke out the seeds of faith, let my words be your anchor and your shield. Recall how I walked with Abraham, Moses, and David, guiding them through seasons of perplexity and fear, yet never abandoning them to hopelessness. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever, ensuring that my covenant of love remains steadfast, even as circumstances change and challenges multiply. If you find yourself wavering, speak my promises out loud, for when you declare my truth, your soul aligns with my heart, and your spirit grows in confidence. Stand rooted in my everlasting faithfulness, for I will carry you through every trial straight into victory. Draw near to me daily, not through elaborate ceremonies or complex rituals, but through a sincere heart that seeks my presence above all else. I am not impressed by grand displays of piety, but I am deeply moved by genuine devotion that springs from humility, gratitude, and love. Approach me as you would a loving father, speaking from your heart, sharing your joys, your sorrows, and your dreams, for I long to hear your voice in every season. Do not believe you must fix yourself before coming to me, for I am the one who sanctifies, heals, and restores. Trust this: the closer you come, the more you will experience the fullness of my grace, and I will reveal the wonders of my kingdom to you. You are my masterpiece, fashioned with intricate detail and given unique gifts that only you can steward for the glory of my name. Never let the world's standards measure your worth, because I formed you with my own breath, breathing eternal purpose into your existence. Each time you use your talents to serve others, to speak words of life, or to show compassion, you reflect my image, shining my light into places of darkness. When insecurities whisper that you are not enough, silence them with the knowledge that I, your Creator, have endowed you with all you need to fulfill your calling. Walk boldly in this identity, for you are my beloved child, and I delight in seeing you flourish. I know how trials can sometimes seem like endless deserts, draining your joy and tempting you to give in to frustration or despair. Yet even in the wilderness I am present, ready to quench your thirst with a river of my grace and to provide manna in ways you cannot imagine. I allow certain challenges to shape and refine you, not because I delight in your pain, but because I see the end result of such trials: a heart more devoted, a spirit more resilient, and a faith more radiant. Do not faint in the heat of adversity, for I am the cloud by day and the pillar of fire by night, guiding you step by step toward deliverance. Rest assured that I see you, I hear you, and I am making a way where there seems to be no way. Like a potter shaping clay, I am meticulously sculpting your character, using both triumphs and trials to mold you into a vessel of honor. Though the process may feel uncomfortable at times, trust that every pressure, every turning of the wheel, is orchestrated by my loving hand for your ultimate growth. In moments of struggle, keep your gaze upon me, and I will breathe patience, steadfastness, and hope into your spirit, carrying you through to a place of deeper maturity. You have not been abandoned in the kiln of difficulty. Rather, I am right there with you, ensuring that the final outcome is a masterpiece that reflects my glory. Believe this truth. I am the skilled craftsman of your life, shaping you in love for a radiant future. My child, do not underestimate the impact of even your smallest acts of faith. For each prayer, each kind word, each loving gesture is multiplied in my kingdom. When you choose to forgive instead of harboring resentment, you align yourself with my heart, and powerful transformations can happen in unseen realms. When you step out with even a mustard seed of confidence, trusting me to do what seems impossible, you open the door for miraculous breakthroughs. Sow seeds of faith consistently, no matter how insignificant they seem, because I promise to bring forth a harvest of blessings in due time. Keep walking in obedience, for I treasure every step you take, and I will surely reward your faithfulness. There is no secret of your heart that is hidden from my sight, for I know your innermost thoughts, your insecurities, and even the doubts you dare not voice. Still, I choose to love you extravagantly, extending my hand in friendship despite your shortcomings, because my love transcends human conditions. Do not be consumed by guilt or shame for the times you felt weak, for in acknowledging your need for me, you open yourself to my divine strength. In the hush of your soul, if you listen closely, you will hear my gentle invitation. Come closer, let me heal you, let me restore you. Place your hand in mine, for I have prepared a path of reconciliation, acceptance, and joy for you to walk. Be assured that the adversities you confront are not permanent, for they are but seasons in the grand tapestry of your life, and I hold the threads that bind everything together. Even in hours of great trial, cling to my promises, trusting that every dry season ultimately gives way to new life, just as winter surrenders to the blossoms of spring. Do not fear the passage of time or the uncertainty it may bring, because I am the author of each day, weaving your story with divine precision. Hold on to hope, for I have pledged to renew your strength and to provide streams of abundance in the barren land. Rest in this glorious expectation. Your latter days will surpass the former, for I am the God of restoration. When you face enemies of discouragement, deception, or even outright opposition, do not fear, for I stand as your protector and redeemer, a shield against any harm. Lift your eyes to my throne, for in my presence no power of darkness can survive, and you are safe under my watchful care. Just as I was the defender of David against Goliath and the rescuer of Daniel from the lion's den, so I will be the fortress around your life. Resist the urge to rely on your own strength or to cower in intimidation. Instead, lean on me, and I will fight your battles on your behalf. Trust this irrevocable pledge. I will not leave you to fend for yourself, for I am mighty to save. There are moments in your journey when doubt and despair may whisper that you are making no progress, that your prayers go unanswered, that your dreams remain out of reach. Beloved, know that my timing is not your timing, and my ways are higher, often hidden from sight but always woven with love. Even when you cannot perceive the steps I am orchestrating, rest assured that I am aligning events, opening doors, and softening hearts in ways beyond your comprehension. Do not lose heart. Keep knocking, keep seeking, keep asking, for I will not withhold any good thing from you. Let this certainty be your anchor. I am orchestrating a masterpiece in your life, and in due season you will marvel at how my hand has been upon you all along. Place your faith in my steadfast character, for I am unchanging, the same God who spoke the cosmos into being, the same God who anointed shepherds to be kings, and who turned fishermen into fishers of men. I delight in reversing hopeless situations, in bringing beauty out of ashes, and in crowning the lowly with honor. Therefore, if you find yourself at the end of your rope, remember that is precisely where my power shows itself most gloriously. Instead of succumbing to doubt, let your heart rise in worship. declaring my goodness even before you see the breakthrough. For faith is the substance of things hoped for. Rejoice in this truth. My faithful hand remains upon you, shaping destiny and illuminating your path forward. I see your dreams, those aspirations you hold deep within, whether they are grand or humble, and I delight in them because they reflect the hope and potential I placed inside you. When you lift those dreams to me, surrendering them at my feet, I am able to nurture them into something even greater than you imagined. Let go of the pressure to achieve success by the world's standards, and instead find fulfillment in walking step by step in my plan. I do not measure greatness by earthly accolades, but by the alignment of your heart with my purpose. So dare to dream boldly, for I stand with you, empowering every endeavor that is yielded to my glory. Many times, the challenges you face serve as a mirror, reflecting areas where you can grow closer to me, learn patience, or extend grace. Though it can be painful to confront weakness or face failure, trust that I use every circumstance, whether triumphant or trying, to form Christ-like character in you. My intention is never to watch you struggle for struggle's sake, but rather to refine the gold that lies within, removing impurities of pride, fear, and self-reliance. Embrace the lessons hidden in hardship, and you will emerge stronger, wiser, and more radiant with my glory. Know this: I am writing a testament of grace through your life, one that will inspire and uplift others in their own journeys. Sometimes you may wonder if I truly see every detail of your life, from your moments of triumph to your quiet tears of sorrow. I reassure you that I do, for I am intimately aware of each hair on your head, each beat of your heart, and every longing that sparks in your soul. There is no aspect of your being that escapes my notice, and my concern for you is far greater than any human love can compare. When you feel forgotten by the world, remember that you remain the focus of my everlasting affection. Take refuge in my unwavering attention, for I hold you close, and I will never let you slip from my loving embrace. As you grow in understanding my ways, you will discover the profound joy that springs from surrendering every part of your life into my hands. It may seem frightening at first, to relinquish control and trust me with your plans, your family, your finances, and your future, but I assure you it is the safest decision you can make. I am not a harsh taskmaster seeking to take away your freedom. Rather, I am a loving Father who desires to guard you from needless harm and usher you into blessings beyond your wildest dreams. Let your faith rise each day, leaning on my promises, confident that I am orchestrating all things for your good. Yes, my beloved child, walk in this assurance. As you surrender, I will lead you into victory upon victory. In my presence, you will find not only comfort and guidance, but also a fullness of joy that the world cannot replicate or steal. Spend time with me in quiet prayer, in heartfelt worship, or even in a simple moment of gratitude, and watch how the burdens of your heart lift. When you choose to abide in me, you tap into a heavenly supply of peace, patience, and strength, enabling you to face each day's challenges with renewed vigor. Do not allow the fleeting attractions of this world to rob you of the delight found in communion with your Creator. Instead, come boldly, for my arms are open wide, eager to fill you with my Spirit until your cup overflows with divine blessings. Be mindful of the battles that rage within your thoughts, for the mind can become a battlefield where fears, insecurities, and lies seek to take root. Stand firm against these attacks by filling your heart and mind with my truth, meditating on the words of Scripture that proclaim my love and power. Remember how David defeated Goliath not by physical might alone, but by confidence in my name. So wage war on negativity by declaring the same faith, understanding that I equip you with spiritual weapons far stronger than anything that opposes you. Cling to the knowledge that I have given you a sound mind, and I call you victorious, for you are never alone in these mental skirmishes. I am always with you, upholding you in my mighty hand. Do not fear the judgments of those around you, for ultimately, it is my perspective that carries the weight of eternal truth. You may face critics or naysayers who misunderstand your faith, question your intentions, or belittle your hopes. Yet recall that my Son endured far greater scorn, and in his suffering, redemption was born for all who believe. Take solace in knowing that I am your advocate, your vindication, and your shield against every fiery dart hurled by those who do not see your heart. Press forward, unashamed of the gospel that has redeemed you, and trust that my favor will overshadow any earthly condemnation. Press on, dear one, for I assure you that your reward is found in my approval, which endures beyond any fleeting opinion. In seasons of celebration, do not forget to exalt my name, for every good and perfect gift descends from the Father of lights, who loves you with boundless devotion. Whether you rejoice in a new opportunity, a physical healing, or a restored relationship, remember that I am the source and sustainer of your blessings. Let your gratitude rise like incense, drawing you even closer to my heart. For praise not only honors me, but also strengthens your own spirit. Celebrate with humility and joy, sharing your testimony so that others might see my hand at work and be stirred to seek me as well. Remain anchored in this truth. I am the giver of all that is good, and I delight in seeing you flourish, singing songs of thanksgiving. In times of heartbreak, when you lose someone dear or face the shattering of a cherished dream, understand that my compassion envelops you, and my tears mingle with yours. It pains me to see you suffering, but I hold you even tighter in your brokenness, gently binding up your wounds with my healing love. Although grief can make the world seem barren and cold, cling to my promise that I will never waste your tears. Each one is a seed of empathy and depth of character in your life. Do not allow bitterness to take root. Instead, hand me your sorrows so I may transform them into a springboard for deeper compassion. Place your trust in my comforting presence, for I am close to the brokenhearted, and I will cradle you through every season of loss. As you walk your path, be open to the divine encounters I arrange, for I delight in using your life as a conduit of my grace to those around you. A kind word offered in my name can mend a wounded soul, and a simple act of service can spark hope in someone on the brink of despair. Do not underestimate the ripple effect of small gestures, for I multiply your sincere efforts, causing them to echo in ways you cannot predict. Live each day prepared to demonstrate my compassion, whether it be through a silent prayer, a listening ear, or a helping hand. Stand ready in expectancy, for I will place opportunities in your path to share my love, and in doing so, you will partake in my joy. My child, I urge you to maintain a posture of humility, for pride is a subtle snare that can quickly erect barriers between your heart and mine. When you succeed, when you are praised, when you feel strong, remember who grants you each blessing. Acknowledge me as the source of all things good and holy, and your spirit will remain guarded against arrogance. Do not fear correction, for discipline flows from my concern for your well-being, shaping you to reflect my righteousness in every facet of your life. Embrace the refining fires of humility, for I exalt the humble, lifting them to a position of honor in my kingdom. Keep this perspective close. By walking humbly with me, you will taste a depth of communion that pride could never afford. There may be days when discouragement persists, leaving you questioning whether anything you do truly matters or if your progress is too slow. In those moments, cling to the truth that I am more interested in your faithfulness than in instant results. A slow, steady climb often cultivates greater perseverance than a rapid ascent. Trust that I see your consistent efforts, your quiet sacrifices, your tears sown in hope, and I will reward them in my perfect timing. The fruit of your labor may take time to ripen, but it will come, nurtured by my ever-watchful care. So hold on to the vision I placed in your heart, for I am working behind the scenes to bring it to fruition, just as surely as the sun rises each day. My beloved child, you are the apple of my eye, the joy I sing over with gladness, the one I would leave the 99 to rescue. Remember how Jesus dined with sinners, how he touched lepers, and how he wept at the tomb of his friend Lazarus, showing you that my love transcends every boundary. You can never wander beyond the reaches of my saving grace, and you need never doubt my willingness to draw you near again. When condemnation tries to suffocate your spirit, reject it, for I have not given you a spirit of shame, but of adoption, welcoming you with open arms. Look up and see the brightness of my love shining upon you, guiding you closer to the shelter of my heart. I invite you to taste and see that I am good, to step beyond the realm of mere knowledge and into the richness of intimate fellowship with me. When you read my word, let it not merely be for information, but for the transformation that comes as you meditate on its truths. Let the stories of faith stir up a passion in you to live boldly, trusting in my faithfulness, just as the heroes of old did. Do not let my words grow stale in your mind. Instead, treasure them as life-giving sustenance for your soul. Keep this invitation before you. Draw closer every day, and you will witness how my goodness permeates every corner of your life. Prayer is a powerful channel connecting your heart to mine, and there is no request too small or too grand for my ears. Approach me in every season, when you rejoice, when you mourn, when you are puzzled, and when you are sure, and I will be your ever-present help. You do not need to impress me with eloquent phrases. Simply speak from your heart, acknowledging your need and reverently recognizing my sovereignty. As you bring your burdens, I will exchange them for peace, and as you bring your joys, I will multiply them in my presence. Never underestimate the fervent prayer of a righteous heart, for it avails much, and I take great delight in answering you in ways that magnify my glory. When you find the weight of the world pressing down, threatening to steal your resolve, recall the promise that in your weakness, my strength is perfected. Do not be dismayed when you discover your own limits, for such moments pave the way for you to experience my limitless power. Like the vine and the branches, you must remain connected to me if you wish to bear fruit, for apart from me, every endeavor is short-lived. Rely on my sustaining grace, for I am the source of your vitality, ensuring that you will run and not grow weary, walk and not faint. Stand secure in this unchanging fact. My grace is sufficient for you, and I will carry you beyond what you ever thought possible. I smile upon the efforts you make to honor me, from the largest sacrifices to the smallest gestures of obedience. Know that every step you take in faith, I see it and bless it, multiplying its impact in ways you may not realize now. Your life is a testimony in progress, a message of redemption for those who observe you, longing for the hope only I can provide. Keep your eyes fixed on my heart, not on the praise or criticism of others, and you will find lasting satisfaction in following my will. Press on without hesitation, for I am proud of you, and I promise that your labor in my kingdom will never be in vain. When life's noise becomes overwhelming, take a moment to retreat into the secret place, that sacred space where it is just you and me. It may be in a quiet corner of your home, a secluded garden, or even a silent moment amid a crowd. In that place, pour out your soul, free from pretense or worry about how your words will sound. Be still and know that I am God. Let my presence flood your spirit with renewed hope, guiding your thoughts back to what truly matters. Through these private encounters, you will gain clarity, tranquility, and a renewed vision for the journey ahead. Embrace this refuge with joy, for I will meet you there, imparting strength that transcends human understanding. Though you live in a world where uncertainty often clouds the horizon, fear not the turbulence you observe, for my kingdom is unshakable. Empires may rise and fall, technologies may evolve, and societies may shift, yet my word and my reign remain steadfast. Stand on the solid rock of my truth, and you will not be swayed by every passing storm, for I am the faithful fortress you seek. Take comfort in the knowledge that your citizenship is in heaven, and I have written your name in the book of life, sealing you with my Spirit. So let peace reign in your heart, because no chaos of the world can overshadow the eternal light of my glory. I welcome your questions, your uncertainties, and your struggles, for I am the God of all truth, and I invite you to bring your inquiries to me. Do not think I am threatened by your doubts. Rather, I value your sincerity and genuine quest for understanding. As you search the Scriptures, reflect on my promises, and listen attentively in prayer, I will reveal insights that will fortify your soul. The answers may not always come in the form you expect, but trust that I guide you, step by step, toward deeper revelation. Keep your heart open, for I am the wise counselor, eager to illuminate your path with the brilliance of my eternal wisdom. In the face of temptation, do not rely on your own resolve, for the flesh is weak, but my Spirit in you is strong. Remember the example of my Son, who overcame the tempter in the wilderness, not by human strength, but by declaring the word with unwavering conviction. Draw on the power of Scripture. Let my words be a sword to fend off deceitful enticements, for nothing can stand against the truth of my declarations. When you call upon me in moments of vulnerability, I will provide a way of escape, enabling you to stand firm and remain steadfast in righteousness. Embody this promise. You are more than a conqueror through me, and sin shall not have dominion over you. Let love be the hallmark of your walk with me, for my nature is love, and I desire to see it manifested in how you treat others, especially the least among you. Remember that love is patient and kind, never boastful or self-seeking, reflecting the very character of my heart. Extend kindness even to those who seem unlovable. Bless those who curse you, and pray for those who persecute you, mirroring the sacrificial love my Son displayed. Do not underestimate the transforming power of compassion, for it can soften even the hardest hearts, opening the door for my grace to enter. Stand firm in this calling. As you love, you reflect my glory, drawing souls closer to their Creator. I am fully aware that you live in an age of distractions, where the clamor of many voices competes for your attention and loyalty. Yet I implore you to fix your eyes on what is eternal, cultivating a heart of discernment to recognize what aligns with my kingdom. Turn away from empty pursuits that sap your energy and derail your focus, and dedicate yourself instead to pursuits that deepen your relationship with me and serve the greater good. As you prioritize my will, I will bless you with wisdom to navigate complex situations and grace to stand firm in conviction. Grasp this truth. Your spiritual life is not a mere compartment, but the essence of who you are, and I call you to walk in unwavering devotion. When you grow weary of praying for the same needs, the same healing, or the same breakthrough, know that I cherish your persistence, and I am not deaf to your pleas. The timing of my answers is orchestrated to produce the greatest good in and through you, even if it defies your immediate understanding. Let your petitions rise as incense day after day, sustained by the confidence that my delays are never denials, but rather opportunities for your faith to strengthen. Continue to knock, and the door will open. Continue to seek, and you will find my hand guiding you. Keep believing, for I am the God who hears your cries, and I will respond in ways that reveal my loving faithfulness. My beloved, I see the potential within you, the extraordinary capacity to reflect my image and carry out my will on earth. No matter how insignificant or incapable you may feel, remember that I have worked wonders through the most unlikely individuals throughout history. Moses stammered, yet became a deliverer. Gideon trembled, yet led an army to victory. Mary was young and unknown, yet birthed the Savior of humanity. Take heart in these testimonies, for I delight in choosing the humble, the overlooked, and the broken to showcase my glory. Push past your insecurities, for with my power resting upon you, you can accomplish far beyond your natural abilities. In seasons when doubt creeps in like a thief, threatening to rob you of confidence in my promises, take hold of the shield of faith. Reflect on how I have come through for you in the past, how I rescued you from situations you deemed hopeless, and let those memories remind you of my unwavering record of faithfulness. Speak my word aloud over your circumstances, for faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God, igniting a holy fire within your soul. Stand your ground against unbelief, refusing to entertain the negative whispers that contradict my truth. For I am the unwavering anchor that holds you secure in every storm. Embrace this hope. I am the same God who parted seas and raised the dead, and I remain mighty to save. Remember the cross where my love was poured out in immeasurable fullness, bridging the gap between humanity's sin and my holiness. It is the greatest demonstration of love the world has ever seen, a sacrifice made so you could be reconciled to me for eternity. Let the reality of redemption grip your heart, freeing you from condemnation and igniting a passion to live wholeheartedly for me. Never take the gift of salvation for granted, for it is a treasure of infinite worth, a beacon of grace that triumphs over every accusation. Rejoice in this gospel truth. You are forgiven, beloved, and destined to dwell in my presence forever. Do not be afraid to ask for specific blessings, for my storehouses are abundant, and I delight in lavishing my children with provisions that sustain both body and spirit. You are never a burden to me, and I take joy in hearing the details of your desires, dreams, and even the practical matters that concern you. Yet, hold these requests with open hands, always yielding to my perfect will, for I see the entirety of your story and know what will truly benefit you. Trust my judgment, for my gifts add no sorrow, and my timing is flawless, aligning each blessing with the growth of your character. Approach my throne with confidence, for I am ever eager to bless those who earnestly seek me. In this journey of faith, companionship is vital, and I encourage you to gather with fellow believers, sharing encouragement, wisdom, and love with one another. Community reflects my triune nature, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit in perfect unity, and provides a tangible expression of my grace. Do not isolate yourself when trials come, for within my family burdens are shared and joys are multiplied. Offer your gifts to edify others, receive their gifts with gratitude, and together you will grow into the full stature of Christ. Take comfort in this design. You were never meant to walk alone, and I have placed caring souls around you to support and strengthen you along the way. Cling to my words of life, keeping them in your heart as a wellspring of truth that refreshes your spirit. When you face perplexing circumstances, lean on the scriptures that speak of my steadfast love, my deliverance, and my provisions throughout history. Let those stories remind you that I am consistent, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, who never fails to keep my promises. If worry attempts to take root, confront it with my assurance that I will never leave nor forsake you. Rehearse these truths day and night, allowing them to shape your perspective until hope overflows from within. Rest in this security. My word endures forever, and so does my love for you. At times, the world's troubles may weigh heavily on your heart, from natural disasters to conflicts, and you might wonder where I am amid the chaos. Know that I am not absent. My Spirit moves across the earth, inspiring compassion, stirring hearts to pray, and empowering my people to be agents of mercy and justice. While evil may have its hour, its power is limited, and my love will have the final word, redeeming what was meant for harm. Do not be disillusioned when you witness suffering. Rather, be motivated to shine my light, for even a candle can pierce the deepest darkness. Hold on to this hope. I am weaving all things together for good, and one day every tear will be wiped away in my eternal kingdom. I care deeply about your relationships, whether they be with family, friends, or colleagues, and I desire to see them flourish in grace and unity. Guard your words carefully, for they hold the power to build up or tear down, reflecting the state of your heart. Let forgiveness and understanding be your constant companions, and strive for reconciliation where strife has formed cracks. Do not underestimate the impact of heartfelt prayer for those you love, as well as for those who have hurt you, for I can mend even the most frayed bonds. Stand on this promise. When you commit your relationships to me, I will guide you toward peace, harmony, and love that surpasses human expectation. Rejoice in the Lord always, regardless of your circumstances, for joy is a fruit of my spirit that transcends fleeting emotions. This joy is not a denial of pain, but a confident assurance that I am active, weaving redemption into every situation. Celebrate small victories, find delight in my creations, and cultivate a heart of gratitude that recognizes my hand in all things. When despair tries to overshadow your spirit, respond with praise, recalling my goodness and anticipating my faithfulness yet to be revealed. Embrace this posture of joy, for it will keep you anchored in my truth and illuminate the path before you, even in the darkest valley. I have given you spiritual armor, the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the shoes of peace, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, so you need not face any confrontation unprepared. Suit up daily, standing firm against the forces that seek to undermine your identity and your mission. Remember, your struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual powers that defy my kingdom. Yet be of good cheer, for I have already overcome the world, and my victory is your inheritance. Walk boldly in that triumph, for I fight alongside you, ensuring that the weapons formed against you shall not prevail. Let kindness, gentleness, and humility season every interaction you have, for these qualities reflect my heart to a world longing for authenticity and compassion. A simple word of encouragement, a smile, or a listening ear can be a reflection of my love, easing burdens you may not even know exist. You carry my name, and as you walk in step with my spirit, you become a beacon of my grace, drawing others to seek the source of your serenity. Do not underestimate the power of small acts done in great love, for through them I am revealed in ways that mere sermons cannot accomplish. Keep living as a vessel of my love, and you will see hearts soften and hope spark in unexpected places. Trust in my ability to bring forth new beginnings, even when you see only dead ends. Just as I spoke life into existence at creation and resurrected my son from the grave, I specialize in breathing renewal into that which seems lost. Look to the barren places in your life, broken dreams, lost opportunities, relationships in shambles, and invite my resurrection power to work. Have faith that I can do immeasurably more than you imagine, turning barren deserts into lush gardens of testimony. Know this with assurance. Nothing is beyond my reach, and your future is secure in my hands, filled with endless possibilities of my redeeming grace. Share your story of transformation, no matter how small or incomplete it may seem, for through your testimony, I can touch hearts in ways you do not anticipate. Speak openly about the valleys I have carried you through, the lessons I have taught you, and the hope I have rekindled in your darkest hours. Let your voice echo the truth of my goodness, sowing seeds of faith in those who hunger for assurance that they are not forgotten. As you testify, do so with humility and authenticity, giving all glory to me, for I alone deserve the praise. Rest in the outcome, for once the seed of testimony is planted, my spirit waters it, and I will produce a harvest in my perfect timing. Be vigilant in protecting the purity of your heart, for out of it flow the issues of life, shaping your desires, decisions, and destiny. When temptation knocks, run to me for refuge, recalling that no enticement is stronger than the power of my love. Guard your eyes and ears from what pollutes your spirit, and if you find you have stumbled, do not linger in shame. Quickly return to my open arms of grace. Seek accountability and trusted fellowship, for iron sharpens iron, and together you can stand firm against the lures of the enemy. Know this: I desire holiness in you, not as a burden, but as a pathway to deeper intimacy with me, where genuine joy and freedom reside. It pleases me when you hunger for righteousness, justice, and mercy, longing to see my kingdom manifested on earth. I have placed within you a yearning for what is good and true, a reflection of my own heart for the downtrodden and oppressed. When you serve the marginalized, give voice to the voiceless, or share your resources with those in need, you shine a light that testifies of my compassion. Be assured that your labors for the sake of justice are not in vain, for I see every sacrificial act, and I will reward you in due season. Persist in these endeavors, for they echo my own mission, and through your efforts, my love is tangibly revealed in a hurting world. My kingdom operates on principles often contrary to worldly expectations, such as humility over pride, servanthood over dominance, and generosity over hoarding. When you adopt these eternal values, you might at times appear foolish in the eyes of those who measure success by fleeting standards, yet do not be disheartened by their misunderstanding. Rather, rejoice that you align with my wisdom that transcends human comprehension. Love extravagantly, forgive readily, give liberally, and pray earnestly, for these actions carry eternal weight. Hold on to this kingdom mindset, and you will see my light dispel darkness, my truth triumph over deception, and my presence heal brokenness wherever you go. Your times are in my hands, and I orchestrate the seasons of your life with precision, even when it appears random or delayed in your perspective. Be patient and faithful in the present moment, for the roots of your faith go deeper in seasons of waiting, anchoring you for the storms to come. Like a farmer awaiting the harvest, you must trust that seeds planted in tears will eventually yield sheaves of joy. Do not despise the process of waiting, for it refines your hope, teaching you perseverance that leads to character and ultimately fosters an unshakable confidence in my faithfulness. Rest assured, I hold your future in my hands, and I waste nothing of your journey. When you stumble into sin, do not let condemnation paralyze you, for my Spirit convicts with love, guiding you back to repentance and restoration. Run into my arms at the earliest sign of wrongdoing, acknowledging your need for forgiveness, and you will experience the sweetness of my grace anew. I do not delight in punishing you. Rather, I yearn for you to turn from harm and step back onto the path of life. Let repentance become a daily posture, for no one is without need of my mercy, and in humility you will discover the richness of my redemption. Hold tight to this covenant. If you confess your sins, I am faithful and just to forgive you and cleanse you from all unrighteousness. Do not limit my power by your own small expectations, for I am the creator of the universe, the one who formed galaxies with a word. When you pray, pray with the boldness of a child approaching a loving parent, knowing that my resources are limitless. I am able to move mountains, heal incurable diseases, restore broken communities, and breathe life into what was once barren. As you enlarge your faith, you make room for me to demonstrate my magnificence in ways beyond your comprehension. Expect great things from me, and trust that I hold your best interests at heart, weaving every miracle into a grander tapestry of redemption. Keep your conscience tender before me, for a hardened heart can become deaf to my promptings, missing out on the intimacy I long to share with you. When I nudge you to speak a word of encouragement, to give generously, or to pray at odd hours, respond swiftly, trusting that I see the bigger picture. A single act of obedience can avert harm, bring hope, or usher in a breakthrough for you or someone you have never met. Stay close to my heart, continually surrendered, that you might hear the still small voice guiding you through every twist and turn. Rejoice in this attentiveness, for as you follow my lead, you will participate in divine appointments that testify to my sovereignty. You might think that your worship is insignificant, or that your singing voice is too weak to matter, but I assure you, every adoration you offer rises as a beautiful melody in my courts. True worship is not limited to songs or words. It encompasses a life surrendered, a heart ablaze with gratitude, and a spirit aligned with my will. When you worship in spirit and truth, you align yourself with heaven's chorus, drawing my presence into every situation you face. No matter how unworthy you feel, remember that I have made you worthy through my Son's sacrifice, and I invite you to come boldly into my throne room. Embrace this privilege, for in genuine worship, chains are broken, burdens are lifted, and my glory is revealed. As your Creator, I placed in you a yearning for purpose and significance, a desire to contribute meaningfully to the world around you. If you feel lost in monotony or overshadowed by life's routines, offer each task, however small, as an act of service to me. In doing so, you will rediscover joy, for no labor performed in my name is wasted, and every humble offering is precious in my sight. Your purpose is not confined to grand achievements alone. It is realized in daily faithfulness, in the consistency of a loving heart reflecting my compassion. Keep this perspective close. Your life matters deeply, and as you serve me in the ordinary, I will use your faithfulness to accomplish the extraordinary. My child, in times of reflection, meditate upon the wonders of creation, for nature is a testament to my artistry and providence. Observe the birds of the air that neither sow nor reap, yet I feed them, and the lilies of the field that neither toil nor spin, yet I clothe them in splendor. Let these sights remind you how much more I cherish you, providing for every need, guiding each season of your life with care. When anxiety stirs, look upon the majesty of the mountains, the expanse of the skies, and the rhythmic dance of the oceans, recalling that I hold every atom together. Take heart, for if I sustain the universe, how much more will I uphold you, whom I love so deeply? You are a vessel of my light, carrying hope into places overshadowed by darkness. This calling is not a burden but a privilege, for as you shine, you reflect my grace, dispelling fear and despair. At times you may feel the weight of others' pain, wondering if you can truly make a difference. Trust that even a flicker of light stands out in the blackest night, pointing lost souls toward home. Do not hide your radiance for fear of judgment or inadequacy. Instead, let it shine boldly, for I am the source fueling your flame. Live with this confidence. As you let my light shine through you, hearts will be touched, and lives will be transformed for eternity. As we come to this moment, I reiterate my unchanging love, urging you to carry all these promises in your heart with unwavering trust. You might still face uncertainties, but let them be overshadowed by the certainty of my goodness, power, and presence. Continue praying boldly, loving deeply, and walking humbly, for in these acts, my kingdom is revealed on earth. Remain steadfast in trials, rejoicing in victories, and leaning on me for every need, no matter how big or small. Fill your spirit with hope, for I have laid out a path before you that leads to life abundant, and I promise I will never abandon you on this journey. My dearest child, cling to this final reassurance. My love for you is an eternal flame that no darkness can extinguish, no trial can diminish, and no time can erase. Walk forward knowing that you are enveloped in my grace, sealed by my Spirit, and destined for my glorious inheritance. May you rest in my peace, a peace that surpasses all understanding, and may you rise each day with confidence in the bright future I have prepared. I bless you, your household, and every endeavor you undertake, that my favor may shine upon you and guide you in all things. Now step boldly into tomorrow, for the best is yet to come, and I, your God, am with you always. My beloved child, I reaffirm my everlasting love for you, ensuring your heart remains steadfast in my promises. Do not doubt nor waver, for I hold you securely, guiding you toward a future shining with hope and abundant peace. Take courage,